Mike Giannotti, and I screwed up. So I'm back in the forge tonight, St. Michael's Forge. And when I always, because I don't have a table saw, I really need one, but I don't have one. And so I can't make a perfectly straight cut whenever I'm slicing wood down the middle. So what I do is I always put the finished side to the inside against the metal, and then the rough side to the outside, because I'm going to grind that anyways. But I've had so much on my mind, and just I don't know what was going through my head, but I did it with the rough to the in and messed up. So this is what that's causing. So there is little gaps, right, where it's not perfect in the alignment. I still had to do some grinding here anyways, but there's little gaps here that would have been completely gone. So and down in here. So I'm faced with a couple of options. I can take this and I can very carefully, because I don't want to mess these pins up, although, that might not be I could just use some regular brass and replace them, but, I could remove the wood and start from scratch. That may be what I end up doing. I thought what I would try to do is do some experimentation to see if there's any kind of treatment I could do along the seams, or kind of along the, just around that metal side. I can't I have some rough ideas. I don't know or think they're gonna work, but I can try them on some separate material. And then if that doesn't work, we'll go ahead with the wood stuff. So that's where I'm at. I'm in here. I'm very constrained for time these days. And, when we, even just doing dinner at night kind of shoots my whole night. So, I'm a little upset with myself. So I screwed up. I did it wrong. I'm probably going to end up having to go through the pains of removing this stuff that's already done up, and because I am not handing this off not finished like it should be. So there's that. So I'm gonna play around, do some stuff. We'll see what works, what doesn't, and I'll catch you on the flip side. All right, hope you're having a good one. All right, so got on there with a chisel and stuff. It came out a lot cleaner and easier than I thought. I thought it was gonna be a bear. Getting this off, all the bloodwood is off. There we go. The pins came out in one piece. I was able to get them through. There they are. And I don't know, we'll see how about using them again. And this is actually pretty clean. I'm just gonna give it a quick run on the grinder, the low grit, just quick, make sure it's all clean. I got to cut some new bloodwood for it. This time I will make sure that it's the smooth side against it. Sorry, Sam, let you down. This is for my son. So so there we go. So it set me back a day, but overall a lot better than I thought. So gonna get working on that. Catch you on the flip side. All right, so this is where we're at. I went ahead, I cut the bloodwood into 2 scales. I cut across with just a scroll saw, nice, quick and easy. The band saw I used to make the cut lengthwise, and that's where I really struggle with, and I really need a table saw, but that ain't happening anytime soon. But you can see how uneven that is instead of a nice straight cut, and it's precarious. You don't want to get your fingers in there, but the blade starts turning, so I got to compensate, and it's a pain in the butt. But we're done. So we're going to make sure we go this way with these, I've got to shape both the outer, the part that's going to go flush up to the brass on this thing, as well as, you know, right here, as well as where that secondary brass piece is going to go right here. So I got my work cut out for me there. Then I'm going to do set up the pins and all that good stuff. All right, so what I've done, I did all the little fine grinding, made sure everything was lined up, been going. This is all glued up. What I also did, just to be safe, on a couple of the areas where it was right up there, but I just want to make sure there'd be no doubt as I went through and did my grinding after it dries up. I actually took a bunch of the dust after I got it all fitted up and clamped down. I took a bunch of the bloodwood dust, mixed it in with the epoxy that was left, and then I took the popsicle stick and I went over some of the seams and stuff just to make sure and jam that in so that in those areas where it's ground, it wouldn't be like some clear glue showing or anything. But everything looks really good. So ready for that to dry up. Then hopefully tomorrow night, get back in, and then we can get on it again and work on the back half, right? Where I put this other brass fitting that's gonna go up against it this way, boom. And then I've got those mostly ground, but I'll do some fine grinding with them and a little bit of hammering of this, take a little bit of the edge out. And then we'll put that in there, piece of bloodwood on the back, pin, glue it up. We'll be ready then for final grinding and dressing up. And then the real kicker is going to be when we get to the front part of the guard. And this is going to be crazy. I've never done anything like this before. We're going to take this thick copper wire. We're going to get it real flush and taut. And then up underneath in the very bottom, we're going to fuse it. And we're going to do some hammering in there to get it into the joints. It's going to be crazy. I've never done anything like this, but we'll take our time. So that's it for the night. Have a good one.